guys, welcome back to my channel. So judging by this makeup look and the title, you already know what's going down in the video. We will be reviewing a few Rare Beauty products. I know everybody's been talking about it. She's released some more products, but I'm like, wait, I shot my stash. Didn't even realize that I had these products still that I had never used. So we're gonna definitely get into these products. And I also review the new Sephora Pro palette. Well, it's not new, but it's a Sephora Pro palette. We just don't talk about it enough. I don't hear about it enough. So I just wanted to feature it on my channel. And yeah, so this is the look. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, how the Rare Beauty products level up to standard, and the Sephora Pro eyeshadow palettes, please do so and continue to watch this video, because why not? But before you do all that, make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified whenever I post a video. So yeah, I'm not going to talk because I think this video is going to be kind of long, but I will say thank you so much for all your love and support. I appreciate each of you so much, and I can't wait for you guys to kind of see my reactions and see what goes on. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already washed my face. I'm gonna go ahead and prime using a few things. I actually had some more things that I hadn't used. So first, of course, I'm gonna go in with my Milk Hydro Grip primer. Oh, where's my trusty handy dandy mirror? See, I know the drill with this. Do a couple little pumps. Put it on my... I tried to ditch the head scarf this go around for this video, so I got myself primed. You guys know that the Hydro Grip kind of sticks to, see how it kind of has a little bounce to it, stuck to my skin. You already know how I feel about this product, so I don't have to say much. I'm gonna go in, I was gonna go in with the Fenty Glow one, but I think this foundation is more of a glowy foundation. So I think that I'm going to go in with more of the matte one just to kind of see. She probably has more in her collection that I could have bought. I'm not sure if Rare Beauty has a primer or anything like that. So I don't really know, but I'm just going to put this in my T-zone. I'm going to put this in the areas where my pores are and where I crease on top of what I've already done. I'm just going to put that in those places. And I don't know. Rare Beauty is like, I want it to be a hidden gem for me, because I'm just like, I'm into it, but I'm not into it, you know? When it comes to new brands, like, you gotta win over my trust. So I'm using the Clinique Moisture Surge Eye Hydro Filler. A YouTuber on here talked about using this under her eye before concealer, so I'm definitely gonna try and see if it plumps me up, makes me a little bit more awake. So that's all for the skin prep. We are all prepped and ready to go for this foundation. So the skin is all prepped and ready and good to go. So now that we are done prepping the skin feels good, it's clean, we're ready to go. So another reason why I didn't use necessarily any of the Rare Beauty products to prep my skin is just because when I normally naturally prep my skin, I use those products. Those are my everyday products. Those are things that are in my collection. So I feel like we already know that if you're going brand for brand, like if I use a Fenty if I use a Fenty primer and I use a Fenty foundation, it's all gonna work together. So I just kind of can test how good a foundation is if it can work with products outside of the brand that it is a part of. So I want to see if this Fenty, got Fenty on the brain, child. I want to see how this foundation works with products that I use almost in my go-to everyday makeup routine. So this is the Liquid Touch Fond de Tinte imperceptible. I don't know what that says. This is the foundation. I find this interesting. The only thing, just off of first sight, the only thing I don't like about this is that it's white. And I feel like when you're dealing with foundation or any type of complexion products, it's always best to go with black. I mean, Fenty didn't, but I don't know. I don't like when like complexion products are white because I think they'll get dirty fast. So as you can hear, this got that little sound going on. I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like I'm about to like use a spray can. So we'll see. But I'm using this. I'm in the color 420N. I basically matched it with my Fenty shade. Now I've heard that this is like real watery. So if we're taking it out, it's a little, it looks a little moist, but we'll see. The doe foot applicator reminds me of the Clinique. So I guess we're just gonna get into it. So I'm just going to, just so you guys can see, I'm just gonna put, it looks a little light and I did not color correct. Hold on, well, let me color correct. Be right back. Okay, we're back and we are color corrected. So like I said, kind of like taking that, and I put some on this side of my face already. Just because I'm not putting, I look like a lion around. And now I'm going to take my foundation brush and just buff it in and see. It's looking a little light, but I think it's still my, oh, it's still my color. It just looked a little light to me when I was putting it on. Just off of first impressions, just off of just using it right now, the coverage doesn't seem very heavy. Like this has to be, I think this is a light to full coverage. I mean, I think it's, you have to build it up. And you know, I don't like building up my coverage. It just is what it is, because I think you don't want to do too damn much. Don't know how I feel about this color. Don't think it's bad. I do think it gives your skin a glow.
It's open. It's open.
Okay, so off first hand, it's okay. I feel like it has picked up a lot of like I shaved my face. So I feel like it picked up the little bumps, like not bumps, but like you're like, I don't know. It's just, it's sitting on certain spots really weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I just have to set it. Maybe it's more of, it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better as I set it, because right now it's not horrible. I'm not wowed, but it's not horrible. I'm not like in love with it, and I feel like I'm buffing it out to try to become more in love with it, but I'm like not necessarily in love with it. So let me put on my eyebrows and then we'll come back and do the concealer. And maybe that'll change my mind a little bit, because I don't see people use the foundation too much. I do, however, see people use this concealer. So we're going to see what that does. But I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do my brows real quick, and then I'm going to come right back. Okay, so eyebrows are all done. I'm not sure how I feel about this foundation color on me, but if you're good at foundation or you kind of know a little bit about makeup, you can finagle it. So we're going to try and see if we could bring life back into my face, because right now I feel like I look incredibly pale. And I feel like it's like good in some spots and ashy in other spots. So we'll just see. So I'm about to use the Liquid Touch it says Liquid Touch Corrector, but it's really a concealer basically. And the concealer's packaging looks similar to the foundation's packaging, except this one's more round, that one's not. I'm not hearing the clicking as wet as it was. And this is the doe foot applicator. This is the color, so that's pretty much my color. The doe foot actually is shaped kind of like a triangle. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of shaped like a triangle. So we're just gonna see what it do. Y'all know I do my concealer a little different now. My only fear, because I use concealer to brighten up my face, my only fear is that because I already feel like I look somewhat, I already feel like my skin looks kind of pale. So I feel like this might make this a little bit worse. We shall see. So we're gonna see. Mind you, I'm using a concealer. This is the color 430W. So we already know we're kind of on the fence with the foundation. So let's see how we feel. And I may like the foundation more. Turn it down, please. The foundation more once I actually put my whole face together. Maybe it's just like the initial first impression. Maybe it's just the initial first impression. Like maybe it'll wow me once I set it and I do all my little things to it. Because I'm worried that because the foundation is already light, the foundation is just gonna make it lighter and I'm just gonna look washed out. Because the foundation was 420 in, so it was neutral. This concealer is more on the warmer side. So I want to see how that works in my favor. Look for it. I want to see how using a neutral. So I'm gonna see how a warm concealer mixes with a neutral foundation. Well, for the most part, a lot of my foundations are neutral anyways. But I want to see if there's any correlation even within the same brand. So right now I'm seeing a little bit of a difference. I'm seeing the warmth under my eyes. So that's a good thing. I'm liking the concealer. It's blending out nicely. The concealer is flawless. I'm liking it a lot. So I can see why people use the concealer a lot of the time. I can kind of see why. It's like, this is it. Like, it's so pretty to me. Next, I'm going to set my under eye with my Laura Mercier Powder and Honey. Of course, y'all know Laura Mercier has always been the GOAT. I'm using Laura Mercier versus any of my other ones just because I know that it literally has worked with every single product that it can work with every product. It's like a staple. So if you just know it's going to work, you know that Laura is going to work. But is the concealer gonna work? That's the question. So I'm just taking my sponge and I'm just putting that all in the places that I just set. Again, I think I just need some color because I'm looking washed out forehead. And I had just set all those places. So setting it, it looks nice. That's nice. It's nice. The concealer is nice. I gotta see it come together. So I'm gonna use a cream. I'm gonna do a cream contour and a bronzer. So I'm just going to take my ColourPop Pretty Fresh. I use this for everything. This is the perfect color for adding warmth into the face, honey. And then I'm just going to take my Fenty brush and I'm just going to basically I'm probably gonna fast forward through this because then we got the blush. So I'm really gonna do the rest of my face, come back. We're gonna use the blush. Where's the blush? So I'm gonna do the rest of my face. When I come back, we're gonna do the blush, and of course we're gonna try out this eyeshadow palette. So I will be right back. So from what I can see, after doing my makeup and like actually doing it, it's really pretty.
Are you do it? Are you have it?
I'm doing a video.
Are you do video?
Yes.
Go whisper.
You gotta be quiet.
Be quiet.
Okay. So after doing all that with my face, I'm absolutely loving first of all, I really like the concealer. This foundation isn't bad either. That's why I said you can have a foundation that's slightly not your color, but if you know how to do the rest of your makeup, then you can play with that. So I feel like I was able to accurately play with that skills that you guys can have too. Just keep watching my videos. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And everybody can be skilled just like your girl. Trust me, you know how many YouTube videos I've watched to even know like what to do in an instance where a foundation is maybe just, because this foundation isn't completely off, but it's not 100% accurate. But I've watched some videos to know, baby. Trust me. So this is, now we're doing the Soft Pinch Blush Liquid Matte. It's in the color Love. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. A little bit of a different packaging. I'm just going to shake this up. What I did for the rest of my face was, of course, I did my cream contour. You guys saw that. And then I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the color 4 Deep. And then I took my Laura Mercier and I kind of just baked a little bit right here. And then I added my tried and true Sephora powder all over my face. So now we are going in with the blush. The way that I've seen, so the doe foot, so the interesting part is that the doe foot on every one of these is different. I do like that they're all doe foot though. I'm just gonna smile and I'm just gonna add some dots. I don't quite know. I don't usually do cream blush, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm just gonna take my blush brush that I normally use for my powders, and I'm just going to take that and kind of spread that out. The good thing is that it's not moving the product that I already have on my face. That's the good thing. It is getting lighter. It's a little red. Like I said, maybe I didn't choose the right colors. But if you go in with a beauty blender, you can get it to kind of tone down a little bit. It's giving me just enough color. And I did do it on the apples of my damn cheeks. So I started with a brush on this side. I'm going to start with just using the Beauty Blender or Beauty Sponge, because this is not a blender. I don't want to be disrespectful. But I'm going to... See, that's what I'm not liking. I'm not liking that little dot staying there. So maybe I should just go in with my fingers. Your fingers, when you're doing your makeup, ladies, is always your best friend. So I think I liked... So one thing I've just learned is to not let it sit. That's for sure. You cannot let... You got to put it on one side, do that side. Put it on the other side, do that side. Because now I'm stuck with this, like, dot. It looks like I got punched in the face. Like, I'm not feeling that dot. Like, why is it still sitting there? And, like, no color has moved. So I'm only going to add a little bit of color. I'm going to add it to my brush. I added the color to my brush instead. I want to see what that does. And I feel like I kind of lost that brightness under my eye. Now, I like the blush. So I'm going to take my Fenty and I'm going to spray my face because it needed to be sprayed anyways. But then I'm going to see if I can move this blush a little bit more because my face is damp. I feel like you can still see it. And I feel like if I play with it anymore, I'm going to end up taking all the color off of my face. So, for the most part, I like the blush. I think how you apply the blush in the products you use is going to make the difference. I think that's what's going to make the difference. So, even though I just did my blush, I'm gonna go back in because I feel like I picked up a lot of product, just trying to tone it down. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm just gonna take the very tip of this sponge and I'm just gonna put it right up under my eye. And I'll put it right up under my eye and right at my forehead, just to add some of that life back to my face, some of that brightness that I feel like I lost back into my face. For the most part, honestly, I'm not mad at this look. I'm not mad at it at all. I think that it's pretty. I think that you have to learn the product that you're dealing with. Like, for me, we'll get into it in the review because I was about to like go in just now about how I feel about these, but I'm going to pause and wait till the end because I have some thoughts. I'm taking notes. I have thoughts, questions, concerns, comments, all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put just one dot on my eye just to give my eye an even color. And then I'm going to go into my Sephora Pro Pigment Palette New Nudes. I'm not going to do nothing extravagant because I'm just not in an extravagant eyeshadow mood right now.
Ow.
But however, I do want to try this because I bought it and have not used it. So,
Ow, I hurt my foot.
Okay, so I'm going
I'm
to,
better now.
good.
Good.
So first I'm going to go into this nylon color, and I'm going to use my Morphe 504 brush. This is just going in the crease, nothing special at all. This foundation, excuse me, foundation. I've been saying foundation the whole video. This this palette has a really good mirror with it. What I'm not liking is that this color didn't show up like this on me. It showed up more red. I don't like that. Show up how you supposed to show up, okay? Show up or don't come, you feel me? So now I'm going to take the spiced color. Typical, right? And I'm gonna go into the crease again behind that other color. Using the same brush, I just wiped it off. I actually really like this M504 because I feel like you don't have to change your brushes too often when you use this. In my mind, I said I wanted a pink look and went hella neutral. So now I'm gonna go into that warm cedar color. Same brush, wiped it off. I'm just gonna go into my outer V, into my crease, adding a little bit of depth and dimension there. So you see you got a little bit of dimension there. And then with my M556 Morphe brush, I'm gonna go into one of these light pinks. I'm gonna go into Lily. And I'm just going to put that on my brush, tap it off, and put that all over my lid.
Okay, what's the two, guys?
And I just put that on my lid. I just stopped where that dark color started. If this is how good this is working just using concealer, imagine using like a professional eyeshadow base or doing a cut crease or something. Yes, honey. This palette is really nice. So I'm going to go back in with that brush that we just used. I'm going to go back into that nylon color, that first color that we used. And I'm just going to blend out the edges here. Blend everything out. And then I'm going to take one of these little flat brushes, and I'm just going to take that nylon and I'm going to put it at the bottom. See, the color showed up properly on the bottom of my eye. What is that? And then I'm going to go in with that lily color as well and put that on top.
Hooray!
And I want to put a pretty pinky color on the inside. So I'm going to take my M124, and I'm going to go in with this peach color and put that in my inner corner. Ooh, that color is pretty. That's a pretty ass color. You know I get excited about makeup, child. to my makeup lovers watching this, isn't it always so exciting when you find like either a product that works or like a pretty ass color? I'm gonna go back under my eye. I'm gonna take that that warm cedar color that we just used, that dark brown on the outer corner. I'm just gonna add that to the outside right here. I want it to all kind of tie together. And then I'm gonna, of course, take my brush and blend that out. Always blending, always blending. And then I'm gonna go back into Lily and pack my lid one more time, just because we buffed a lot of stuff away, so you wanna give it back that bright vibrancy. Do the same thing to the under eye. And that's it. That's all we're doing for the eyes. So I'm gonna finish the other eye. I'm gonna finish my eyes off camera. We're gonna do the lips, and then we're gonna come back and talk about everything that we just tried. We're gonna talk about at least all the Rare Beauty products in this palette, because those are the two. These are the two. Well, Rare Beauty in this palette are the things that we're trying out. So we're gonna talk about those things, and that's it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so eyes are done. I put on just some light lashes, nothing serious. I'm about to spray my entire face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Spray. This is like a must-have. And next for lips, no liner, all gloss. Y'all know how I am. I'm not extra with my lips. I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Perfect Lip Gloss. You can get these at Ulta and online in the color Sis. And I love this color because it's like the perfect kind of nude color. I might do a little liner. I'm going to take the Juvia's Place liner in Cola. This is my favorite liner right now. I might just do a little outline around my lip.
It's my lip.
And that is the finished look. Damn, I forgot to take this off. I hope my hair is like decent. Just zhuzh it up on screen. I'm growing my hair out so I can get a sew in. Because just living with all of the responsibility of doing my hair every day is just too much for me. So kind of got my thing going on. I did a little doobie just so I can kind of get a little bit of something going on. And I like them when they're messy. I love messy shortcuts or messy pixies. It's actually one of my favorite type styles. All right, so this is the finished look with the face, the lips, all of that. My skin still looks fairly good. That little dot is really bothering me, but I'm gonna try and like push through. Okay, so because I've had y'all long enough, we're just gonna wrap this up real quick. Out of all three of the Rare Beauty products that we tried, remember we tried the foundation, we tried the concealer, and we tried the blush, the liquid blush. The number one winner is the concealer to me. I think this is probably why I see a lot of YouTubers using this concealer on different, even just by itself without the foundation, because the concealer by itself, it blends really well. It's a great color, really pretty, not too messy not too liquidy. I just think that it's really, really pretty. So I do really recommend, if I had to recommend any one thing out of this, I recommend the concealer. I think it is really nice. The foundation, I'm on the fence about. Foundation, I am on the fence about. I like it because it looks really pretty once you do your whole face. The color was a tad bit off. And this is the color that they recommend based on your Fenty color. I went based off my Fenty color because I think that they're similar. So it was okay. I do think it is extremely liquidy. I do like the applicator. I like the simplicity of the product. I would probably use this again. I'm not saying that this was a bad product. I just would probably have to play with it and use it a little bit more. But this is a solid second to me. Maybe I'm gonna give this 3. I'm gonna rate this a 1. I'm gonna rate this about a 3. I'm gonna rate the Rare Beauty blush, I'm gonna give this a 2, only because on this side, when I blended it out like directly after I put it on, it looks beautiful. It looks really flawless. It's pretty. It is really nice, a nice color. I like the doe foot applicator. So I think that this was a really, really good purchase. I think that you just have to be careful how you apply it on. And yeah, so the foundation's a solid 3rd. I need to wear this a couple times. I need to wear this in a couple different scenarios to see if I really like it. But for the most part, these 2 products right here, these are the winners for me. These are the winners. These are give A+. These are, get these. I'm gonna give that foundation a B-. And then we also use the Sephora Pro palette. Love it. I don't think that we talk about Sephora Pro palettes. I don't know what made me buy it, what made me start researching it more. But I really do think that the pigment, first of all, was really, really nice. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors out of this. I think there's a great array. I think you can use this at any time of the year. It's a lot of neutrals, because it is the new nudes. It's a lot of pinks. It's a lot of neutrals. It's a lot of different stuff. So I definitely would recommend getting these. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but I just don't think we talk about these enough. And I think that the eye look turned out really pretty. It turned out exactly how I would have wanted it to turn out. So with that being said, that's it for this tutorial. That's it for this video. Sorry if you've heard so much background noise. It's just my baby, and that's just what we got to do. So make sure that you like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment any comments that you have. Have you tried the Rare Beauty foundation? How'd you feel about it when you tried it? All of that good stuff. Make sure that you hit that bell button to be notified when I post. And yeah, that's it for this tutorial. Lip liners always like throw me off. I'm trying to have like I have like a love-hate relationship with them, because they can really make a lip look good, and then they can really make a look kind of crazy. But anywho, that's all I have for today's video. Make sure that you're following me on my social media at AmberMMack_. All of that will be listed down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.